Hello, welcome. Today's video is taking our original website written in PHP, and we're going to segregate out the data from it so that the data is separate from the functionality of the class that we wrote a couple of weeks ago. So first thing my file does is it says require the website creator, and I'm looking at the code for the website creator right here, and we've modified this. We added a function that says construct, and it takes in one parameter called pages, and it puts that one parameter into a local variable called pages, my pages. So this occurs as soon as you start up the procedure. So we create an array of data. Now arrays can be indexed, which means each record in the array is assigned a number from 0 to whatever number it goes to, specifying which entry it is within the array. The other kind of array is called an associative array, and that is where you can actually name each element of the array, and we're going to combine those two into a combination that makes it quite similar to being what a database would look like, or a table, like on a spreadsheet. And so we are going to set up an associative array. We're going to set up an array for the pages called pages, and that is equal to array with two parentheses. You feed it no information, because we're going to feed that information into the array later on. We're going to make an array called page, and page is going to have four different elements in it. One is going to be the name, one is the title, one is the link, one is the heading, and I miscounted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and one is the content. So each one has to have these 5 different elements in it. So each time we do this, we're going to say page equals a blank array. This makes sure that there's absolutely nothing in it to start with, and then we go and change the elements of the array, the associative elements, which is name, title, link, heading, and content. And so we have it for the second page, and we have it for the third page. So once we've done all that, each time we do it, we say pages equals page. And what this does is it takes this array and it adds it on as an element of the larger array. So we now have an array of arrays within our program. And now when we set up the website equals new, we pass in the variable pages. And pages is now this table of 3 different pages, with each one has a name, has a link, has a title, has a heading, and has a content. And so we put all those into that array, and we pass it into our class, which is now an object. So website is now the object, and we say website set data now goes through a different procedure here, and I will look at it right now. And website set data now, instead of doing what it used to do, it has no data within it. It's just taking the data that it was given when it activated. And you go into here, and this says if the page variable in the get sequence called page, if that's has content in it, then get that content. And if there is nothing in it, then assume you're going to the home page. And then we set up a local variable inside this function called navbar, and we're going to reset navbar each time to being blank. We're going to reset title, heading, and content to blank. And then we're going to go through each of these. For each, this my pages as my page. And what this does is this says to take the array variable of my pages and take this iteration of that and put it into a variable called my page. And now my page now is an associative array, exactly the same as the array that we defined when we were passing these arrays into the larger array. And consequently, we can now say if my page name equals this page, which is the variable that was passed in from the address line, then set the title, heading, and content to what it needs to be in this particular page. And way up above here, and yeah, before it does this, it says append to the navbar the page link, so that we have all the page links stored in a single string. And now if I refresh this, you will see that this comes up with home, about, and contact, and the links are in there correctly. And now clicking on it goes immediately to whichever page that we wanted. Now if I add another page to this, I have to do it in the index PHP, and I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to add a page called services. So I'm going to copy this section, I'm going to paste it right here, and this we change the name to services. Change the title to services with a capital S. And we change this to services. Change the heading. and take out all the rest of this. And then it adds the services page. So now if I save this, and this is not in the sample that I put up on the website, so in the notes is a link to the sample, and that does not have this extra page. And now if I click on home again, I now have a fourth page here called services. So hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you learned something from it. Any questions, any comments that you may have, leave me a note underneath the video and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Have a great weekend, and we will talk to you again soon. Take care.